Hello. Oh my goodness, I'm really enjoying these lives actually. Like, surprise, I'm live again. But I'm so excited for today's live because I am chatting all things about the Lucky Girl Academy and the incredible questions that have come through as well, which I'm going to answer on this particular live. And, as I was going for my walk today and seeing all of the Halloween bits and pieces set up. And, I think I popped a few things on my story. I love that, it's this real death and rebirth in the most beautiful sense. It's that transformation stage, and it's such a potent energy and a potent time. And I have been going through one of the biggest transformations of my life in this period of time. And I am so excited to bring that energy into Lucky Girl Academy and bring forth the pieces and the remembrance that I have gone through. Because when I first created Lucky Girl Academy and I went through that quantum leap, like what I spoke about yesterday, that's when I created the 6 modules in the Lucky Girl Academy. And it was really, really beautiful and profound. But this round of Lucky Girl Academy, I'm actually adding another 6 modules. So it is going to be a 12-week program, a 12-week transformation, because what can happen over this period of time, what can happen in 12 weeks when you harness the energy, when you're focusing on the things that truly matter. Oh my goodness, the transformation that can happen. And I'm witnessing this in my own life as I go through these transformations. And when I say transformation, and the whole premise of Lucky Girl Academy isn't the fact that we are learning manifestation. You don't need to learn manifestation because we are all manifesting 24/7. It's the fact that we are not manifesting consciously. And the whole premise of Lucky Girl Academy is actually the remembrance of who you truly are. It's really, peeling back those layers and remembering how truly powerful you are, how truly lucky you are. And like what I said yesterday, when we create that internal lucky identity, that is when that is expressed in our life as well. So to really, start off explaining the Lucky Girl Academy, it is truly the remembrance of who you truly are. And that's why this program isn't going to be for everyone, right? This isn't a program for every single person because not everyone is at that stage of actually wanting to activate and remember their true self, their true power, which is totally okay, right? It's not for everyone. Learning manifestation, not even learning manifestation because we are already manifesting, but learning how to consciously co-create, remembering who we truly are. Because it's not about becoming anyone else. It's unbecoming everything that we have been told that we should be. It's unbecoming the limitations that have kept us limited up until this point. And as we peel back the layers of who we truly are and remember the power that we hold, it's like we unlock new levels in our reality. Like life is a game. It truly is a game. And this program is honestly just like, I will never stop doing this work. And that's why as I evolve, so does the Lucky Girl Academy. So does the potency of this space. And that's why I'm so excited for this round because of the transformations that I have been through over the past year has been out of this world. And now I get to gift that to the beautiful souls who decide to come into this space and remember who they truly are and activate that part of them who is limitless. Activate that lucky frequency from within to then have the life of your wildest dreams, right? And I know that if you are listening to this particular live, if you are here right now, if you've asked a question, which I'm going to get to the questions in one moment, then I know that you are ready to remember. You are ready to activate that knowing deep inside of you and become the masterful manifester, co-creative queen that you truly are meant to be. You're ready to unlock that new level of life, which is so exciting because you wouldn't be seeing this. You wouldn't be having a program in your awareness if you weren't the frequency right now to allow this into your life. So I know that you have been doing the work. I know that you know what manifestation is and you're ready to take that to the next level. Because one of the questions, and I'll grab my little notebook in a second, but one of the questions that came through is that, manifestation hasn't been working for me up until this point. What's going to be different about this program? And I always, I love this question when it comes through because it just tells me so much of the awareness, of the consciousness that is going on right now. And one of the biggest things that I say in this space is that your intuition has led you here for a reason, right? Because you are ready to learn these codes, learn these activations that is going to unlock a whole new level of you, a whole new level of life as well. Because when we are saying, manifestation hasn't worked, we are all manifesting, right? We are all manifesting. It's just the fact that maybe you have been manifesting what you don't want or similar things that you've always experienced. So I always say it's so impactful to have this realization and this awareness of if we keep focusing on manifestation isn't working for me, manifestation isn't working for me because of something that has happened in your past, it's the fact that we are continuously bringing that into this now moment. Because in every single moment, you have a decision to shift your energy to match a whole new timeline. But if you keep focusing on the past, if you keep focusing on what has or hasn't happened in your past, then you keep bringing that into this now moment, which then keeps recreating that same reality of manifestation isn't working for me. So it's beautiful awareness. There is nothing wrong with this. I think it's beautiful that you have this awareness. And it's like, okay, we get to shift and change that story now. We get to choose to step into a whole different energy. And you're probably having this awareness right now. And as we are in Scorpio season of transformation, a lot of things of the past are coming up to be transmuted. A lot of things in the past are coming up to let them go so that you can move into a whole different timeline. And right now, you're being drawn to this particular space because you're ready to shift at that energetic level to align to a whole timeline, because that's when we actually see that transformation in our life. That's when we actually see the things that we want to experience come into fruition. But you have to let that go. You have to let the mindset of manifestation isn't working for me, because what we assume to be true is what we are going to create. Does that make sense? So, beautiful awareness for asking this question. Now it's time to let that story go. And what story do you want to write moving forward? So this space would be so, so beautiful for you, because it's a whole different energy, and your intuition is leading you here because you're ready to activate that. You're ready to unlock that next level of your life. Another question that came through was, how does Lucky Girl Academy differ from Rewired to Abundant? So Rewired to Abundant is my money manifestation program. So the difference between these two is that Lucky Girl Academy is the foundation, is manifestation as a whole, right? It is the principles. It is activating and remembering who you truly are and the power that you have. And while, yes, we do spend a week talking about money and the energetics of money, because every pillar of manifestation is going to be different. And if you are, struggling in one area of your life when it comes to manifestation, like you can manifest, a partner really easily, but when it comes to money, or when it comes to a different area of your life, then you are struggling in that particular area, right? It's because every particular area of manifestations has different sets of, I don't want to say rules, but activations that need to happen in order to unlock that part of your life, right? So the Lucky Girl Academy is the foundation, is the pillars. So we are addressing all areas of your life so that you can manifest every single pillar of your life, rather than just, oh, I can manifest this super easy, but not this over there. We're addressing all of that. But then when it comes to Rewired to Abundant, this is the next step, right? This is the next activation, because I go straight into money, right? I go straight into activating the parts of yourself that are relating to manifesting money. So it's really important, before you go to Rewire to Abundant, to have the foundations, to have the strong foundations, to know what manifestation is, to know what the quantum field is, to know all of the, I don't want to even say basics, because it's not even basics. We take this to the next level. But it's so important to know the foundations before you go on to Rewired to Abundant. So Rewired to Abundant is that next step to activate more wealth and abundance into your life as well. So they are separate, they are different in a sense that, every pillar of manifestation is going to be different. That's why I have the Lucky Girl Academies, the foundations. Then I have the Rewired to Abundant money manifestation program. Then I have Audacity, the business manifestation program. I'm going to be creating a health manifestation program. So that is a sneak peek into the next program and step. But in order to go on to the next steps, I always recommend to learn the foundations first, to then have that, to then go on to the next program or the next activation of that as well. So let me just have a look at the questions. Yes, beautiful. So another question was that I've signed up to manifestation programs in the past. What is different about Lucky Girl Academy? And always, and first and foremost, is I always say, has your intuition led you here, because our intuition will lead us to the teachers of the program, of the material that we resonate with, right? Because everyone is going to teach this material differently based on their own experiences, based on their own activations. And this is such a powerful thing, because when I learnt this like helped me so much. So I want to pass that on to you as well, is that we want to make sure that, you know, we are leaning into our intuition rather than being like, you know, I need this program in order to create the life that I desire, so therefore I'm just going to sign up to it. So rather than coming from that place of I need this in order to create the life that I desire, it's coming from this space of, wow, this feels good. Yes, it feels a bit scary. Yes, I feel a bit nervous jumping into this, but it feels good. It feels intriguing. I'm feeling that pull towards it, because that's when you know you're being guided by your intuition, which is the version of you who is tapped into the timeline where your desires are already yours, guiding you. So you will be guided to the particular program or space that is actually meant for you, because every teacher is going to teach this material differently, but you could hear the same thing 1,000 times, but when you hear it from the right teacher for you, the right mentor for you, the right coach for you, that is when it's going to land in your body. That is when it's going to activate you. And that's when you're going to embody this work. And it's all about embodiment, because we could learn everything, right? We could learn everything to do with manifestation, but if we're not actually embodying it, then we're not going to see the results from that space. So just know that if you're being pulled to this space, if you're being pulled to the way that I talk about things, the way that I activate you, then just know that that is the version of you who's already living in your desires, guiding you to that space. So listen to that first and foremost. And then following on from that is that I would just ask you for a second, is that yes, you have, you know, done I can't even talk, manifestation programs in the past, but this is no shame or anything, but it's having that awareness. Are you living the life that you desire to live in this now moment? Because if you're not, then maybe those programs weren't the programs for you. Maybe you weren't actually being led by your intuition. You were being led by your ego. Like, I need to do this in order to live the life that I desire. But when you're actually following your intuition, like, it feels good, it feels exciting. Yes, there's some fear there, but I'm going to move past that. When you can do that, you will be guided to the right program for you, which is going to activate a whole new level of information. And you're actually going to embody it, which means you're actually going to be living the life that you ultimately desire, right? So that is super, super, super potent to understand that. Now, the other last one was that, is there a payment plan? And yes, there is. For this round, I'm so excited that there's going to be a 6-month, well, there is a 6-month payment plan. So you can literally join us for $74. And the reason that I had this in mind when I was creating this is because, like what I mentioned yesterday when I went through my quantum leap, there was a program that came into my awareness that I was being drawn to from my intuition. And I knew that I was being drawn to this. This was the next step for me to actually activate and remember the parts of me that I needed to in order to quantum leap into my new reality. And I literally did not have the money. I honestly did not have the money. And that at that stage, I was actually already in debt because I borrowed money from Josh as well to invest in something else that was actually ego-led and didn't lead me down the right path. So I had to work through that fear of, who do you think you are for investing in yourself? And in order to work through that fear and actually lead from my intuition and invest in that program, I was like, I can do this. I trust in myself that I can manifest the money. I think it was like, $100 or something at that point. And I was like, yes, that felt good in my nervous system for where I was at. So, and that program then quantum leaped me into a whole new reality, and that money came in without a doubt. And I want to give that to others as well. I want to allow you to lead from a regulated nervous system and make that really empowered decision in yourself. And everyone's leading from a different level depending where you're at. So, if you have been in that similar journey as I did, and that space where I felt so dysregulated from investing in myself, then I want to give that gift to you because it is honestly so beautiful. And this could be the tipping point, the turning point that changes everything for you, right? This could be the time where everything starts to materialize into your reality because you are activating and remembering the parts of you that have never been activated before, who have been pushed down and suppressed. Because you, my love, are so powerful and you have so many gifts just waiting to be remembered within you. And if you decide to join us in the Lucky Girl Academy, which is 12 weeks of pure magic, everything that I use to quantum leap and then quantum leap again and transform my life in so many ways. This work has transformed my life. I get emotional just talking about it. That's why I will continuously show up and share this space for whoever needs it, because it would just be a disservice if I didn't, honestly, because it has changed my life, and all of the resources and embodiment tools that I have in there as well are going to activate parts of you strategically released throughout the 12 weeks together. So we're peeling back the layers so that you can activate and really transform your life. Like it's honestly have to be their moment. But oh my goodness, I could just talk about this all day, but I'm wary of everyone's time. And if you have any questions that I have not answered yet in this live Lucky Girl Q&A, I'm just going to see if there's any questions down below. Nah, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here, beautiful souls. If you would love to join us in the Lucky Girl Academy and you're just like, oh, this feels exciting, I feel intrigued, I don't have all of the answers, or I don't have, the clear path of how it's going to happen. But honestly, when you can release the how, and when you can just focus on this feels intriguing, this feels exciting, I'm feeling drawn to the space, even though I don't know exactly why, I don't have this clear, answer, that is, the ego trying to get in your way, by the way. And when you can just release that and you can follow that intuition, you are already miles, miles, miles ahead and so close to your next quantum leap. So until next time, beautiful souls, I will speak to you soon. Ciao.